Welcome to the next video. Let's talk today about physical and physiological health and how problems with health can lead to depression. This is depression caused by medical conditions, so conditions which affect your physiology and is not initiated by inadequate brain chemicals, hormonal fluctuations or situational events. Long-term medical conditions can eventually have an effect on your system's chemicals and hormones, but the depression I'm talking about here is usually to do with conditions which cause you pain and discomfort. So medical conditions like chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, polycystic ovaries, ongoing orthopedic problems and IBS, as just some examples, eventually will have an element of depression attached to it because of its ongoing nature, and particularly if there seems to be no quick and easy treatment which will bring an end to the symptoms. This can be compounded by a number of factors, including having rare conditions for which not enough information is available and therefore no adequate treatment, in which case symptoms get treated rather than the actual condition. Not receiving proper medical care, such as finding it difficult to get doctor's appointments, not being able to get past the receptionist in some cases, long waits in A&E, no available doctors, and unsympathetic medical staff compound the problem. Feeling embarrassed about going to the doctors or being fobbed off with medication rather than proper diagnoses don't help. Don't for a moment think that any of what I'm saying is made up or conjecture. These are actually very real complaints from several of my clients, and if I'm honest, from my own experiences. The worst thing for me is arrogant medical staff who think patients know nothing about medical conditions. It's one of my pet hates. I understand full well that our services are stretched to breaking point, but that is no excuse for a rubbish service. If there is a perception that no one is looking after you or helping you with your ailments, people can become very sad and withdrawn. If mobility is affected and going out is difficult, this makes the situation worse because you are then confined to your house, and you can easily develop a sense of missing out on life and will have to work very hard not to become reclusive. I couldn't drive for several months or do shopping because of my orthopedic problems, and I had to rely on my husband and my son to help me. That wasn't easy at all. Too many medications can also have a negative effect, especially if there are contraindications and one drug interacts poorly with another drug. The way around these issues is as follows. We have to come to terms with our medical problems in the first place. I know this is easier said than done, but if you have a chronic condition, there is no way around it. You have a chronic condition. Sometimes acceptance is slow to come, but if the condition has been diagnosed and verified, perhaps that can help towards acceptance. At least we then know what we're working with. We also then have to see exactly what measures we can put into place to deal with them the best way possible. So if that means regular scheduled visits to the GP, then do that. If it means you question the meds you're taking, then do that. If you can afford private help, go for it. Never feel ashamed or embarrassed that you have a medical condition. And if you are put in a compromising position, don't put yourself in further harm's way. For instance, I've had to tell people that I cannot physically help them because I risk worse problems with my own orthopedic conditions. Don't be afraid to ask for help. I love being busy and doing my own housework, my own grocery shopping, things like that. But I've had to ask my family to take over certain household duties because they cause me too much pain. Realize that it is born of necessity, not because you're being a lazy git. Manage your conditions as well as your moods. If you find yourself feeling a bit low because you've been in pain for a while and it is unrelenting, take some time out. Do nothing. Loll in front of the TV. Be miserable for a bit if you have to. Sometimes it's healthier to face the misery rather than parade an endless litany of positive expressions which start to sound hollow after a while. Don't let it go on too long. Keep it to under 30 minutes. Then go do something positive or watch something that will make you laugh or giggle. Lastly, talk to someone, anyone, friend, family, therapist, church minister, whatever. Don't feel as if you're talking about the same thing over and over again. People around you will need to learn and accept that for the duration of your condition and treatment, you will have ups and downs, highs and lows. Talk about them equally. Mention your good as well as your bad days. Take courage from the days when you have found strength and endurance, and remember the happiness you feel on a good day. It will sustain you on a not so good day. Thank you for watching. Take care. See you in the next video. Bye bye for now.